trig functions. Some people still don't use any of the trig functions, and so I just wanted to go over that in this video. So here we have a signal from a root defect in this 10mm plate. I've got a 60-degree probe and I'm pushed right up against the cap just to be able to get that root defect. So some of the things we can do is switch our trig functions on. So long push on the middle button, and then we're in the eval menu, and we're going to go over and we're going to turn this results column. We're going to turn reading 1 to be height of the signal in gate A, reading 2, height of the signal in gate B, reading 3. I'm going to go for the depth of the defect, reading 4. I'm going to go for, RA, so that's the distance away from the probe reduced by the X value, which is the point in the probe where the sound comes out for. I'm just going to go and switch this one actually to the beam path length, SA. Okay. Now I'm going to go back to the main, and now we can see we've got our trig functions on, but what we didn't do is tell it the thickness of the plate. So this plate is 10mm thick, and the probe angle for this one is 60 degrees. Okay. So now you can see we've got our amplitude of the signal in gate A, we've got our beam path length, we've got our depth of the defect, and we've got our projected surface distance from the front of the probe. So this 8.73 is, measure there, just about 9 mils from the front of the probe. Excellent. The depth down to that root defect is 9.19 millimeters. So what that is lack of root penetration. So it's right at the bottom of the plate. And there's one other thing we could do to make it even easier again. So if we go back down into the sub menu, back to the eval, and then we're going to turn on something called color leg, like that. Back up, and now we've got these 3 colored segments across our screen. So from here to here is the first path, the first leg, first half skip if you like, where it goes from the light color to the dark color. That's the bottom of the plate, and as the sound starts to skip up again, and then the light blue section is skipping a half. So we can see now that this lack of root fusion defect I can just about get into, because the cap is holding me back with the 60, is right at the bottom of the plate. So first skip, second skip. So where it goes from light to dark is the bottom of the plate. And if I scan over here, now we can find some lack of sidewall fusion, and we can see that that maxes up right in the middle of the second leg, which is halfway up again. So we know that's right in the middle of the weld. Since I started using color leg, I always have it on now. It's just so easy to see from a quick glance where exactly in the weld that signal is coming from. You know, if the signal is coming right here from where it goes to the dark to the blue, that's at the surface. So most of those indications that come up right on that dark, where the dark hands over to the blue, you can usually damp them because they're surface defects. So color leg is the way forward.